Welcome to the Destined Trader channel, and we are in Trading View this morning on September the 3rd, the day after Labor Day, and we're just taking a little look at some things we've been talking about on Pepsi. Now we see here that there's a gap over here. It's been recovered already. There's an ever so slight gap in Pepsi right here. It's very slight. But what we were talking about was Pepsi doing one of these maneuvers. You start somewhere, you're going up, you're playing around, and then you go right back to where you started. That's what I call the round trip. It's just a personal thing. It's what I tell myself. So we've been watching Pepsi, and we've been watching it formulating that type of idea that it wants to do. But zooming out on Pepsi, we look at the daily, okay? This is a slow chart to play out because this is the daily time frame, okay? So just keep that in mind. When you look from April, we'll say from May till now, this is our general range. Okay. You have your high. And your low. And a lot of times when I'm investing into things, I generally am trying to keep it as simple as possible, especially for investments. All I'm looking to do is buy low and sell high. And I'm not a genius, so the easiest way for me to do that is to find a range of price and then just buy in the bottom half of the range and sell in the top half of the range. That's the easiest way for me to do it. So I sell up here, and I buy down here. It's that simple to me. I don't try to overthink it. it comes to the stock market. I just try to keep it very simple. And right now, we're just slightly above the middle of the range. So until Pepsi comes down here to the bottom half of this range on the daily, I'm not interested. Because zooming out, look how long it's been hanging out here. It's been hanging out in here really for this, honestly. I mean, since the whole year, the entire year, it has just been bouncing between 180 and 156. So people that were buying here and here and here, you're hoping that they're selling here, here, and up here. So if price in the next couple months comes down here, we'll have a couple orders here to make sure we get filled, and then we'll wait to come back up and we'll sell here. If you were to zoom out even more on the weekly, the weekly tells a slightly different story. And we have just been going up and up and up. I noticed here you have this upwards trend here. Excuse me. Noticed how on the weekly last year we kind of fell out that trend a little bit. So on a high time frame, you have to keep in mind that you could be formulating a possible downtrend now on Pepsi. Okay. And what does that make there? It could make another round trip maneuver. Don't be surprised if in a couple years we're playing with 120, 130 Pepsi again. Because all it would be doing would just be coming back to where it began. Price loves to do this. It loves to play with your emotions. Believe you me, there is some big boys out there that they definitely have some orders in this area here. They would love to buy at 130 again. And sell at 180 again. To do what? In the future. The same thing again. Seven, 8 years from now, Pepsi could be playing with the 200s. I don't think Pepsi's going anywhere. I love Pepsi. But it doesn't change the fact of looking at price in general and seeing where we're at Now, if you're not looking at investment ideas, if you're just saying, I want to know what Pepsi's going to do right now, I want to make a bunch of money today, well, that's up to you. I can't help you with that. I can't help you with anything. All I do is just show what I see and how I view the markets. So, on the hourly, you could be starting to formulate an uptrend here. But you haven't made any higher highs. Right here, you have a high and you have a lower high. You have a lower low and a lower high. So see right here, higher high, lower high, higher, lower high. You would expect price to make a lower low if you're following a traditional market structure on the hourly. Even on the 15-minute, we're just ranging. Pepsi to me is much more interesting on the 4-hour daily at the moment for a possible future setup. Even on the 15-minute, this is our range. We're at the top half of the range. Just looking at it, there's some stop orders here, and we know there's stop orders in this area. It would not surprise me today, tomorrow, this week to see price do a quick move down, take this liquidity to only just come back up here and take this liquidity. Because when price moves down, people start selling off. And everybody that's short on Pepsi in the short term, they have a lot of stop orders up here. And when they see price move down, they keep it open. Why? Because they think Pepsi's going to go to the dumps. But price loves to punish both parties on the short term. A lot of times I'm just looking for max pain scenarios. And on the 5-minute, you can see that it seems to be holding this area here. Okay? It's kind of holding this area right here. So it's kind of giving you a hint. Really zoomed in on a 5-minute, it's kind of giving you a hint. Hey, be careful. Be careful if you're shorting. We're kind of holding this area. We might come up and take your money. The market will always give you hints on what it's trying to do. You just have to have a little read into it, a little nuance, if you know what I'm saying. I love everybody. I hope you enjoyed this little Pepsi look at. I'm looking at it myself anyway. So, I love posting videos. It's just something I do. If you love the crazy way that I look at the market. Just give me a like, and I will see everybody on the next one. Peace.